back to Redemption with Jaden. We're back with more Lackey Grand Prix gameplay, and this week on to round 4 of Lackey Grand Prix 27, which means it's the last round of Swiss, and I am going into this round in contention for making top cut. Basically, the winner of this game will be probably either, I think, the second or third seed for top cut. So kind of primed to be able to make it in. I believe my opponent and I are both at one loss. I won against Tim, then against Josh. I lost to Chad last week in last week's video. And then now I'm playing against Jacob Arrowood, or Red Wing, as he's known on Discord. And before we get into today's deck, which you might recognize from a video a little while back, speaking of last week's video, I guess there are a number of things that are new since that video was posted, especially because it was entirely recorded pretty much 2 weeks ago, and so there are more things that have been updated since then, such as like on Tim's deck builder tool here, which is what I'm looking at this deck through. You can see that all of the prices for the cards have been added to you can't see it once I move off the thing, but they're like right over here once I'm hovering on the cards. You can see that Elijah is $7, and that's based on the Your Turn Games price. And so you can not only like see how much the deck is worth, but then you can also just go right to Your Turn Games, and you could do this part before where you could like go search for the card on Your Turn Games, but now Tim added it so that you can go do like the entire deck, and you can check the inventory of the cards on Your Turn Games. You can see that there are 16 cards that are unavailable because I got a bunch of alternate border stuff and fancy promos in here. But if you were to take those out, swap them, Murderous Command with the starter deck version and things like that, then you'd probably be able to buy this entire deck. Although it looked like Lurking promo was out of stock, so you wouldn't be able to get one of those somewhere else. But the rest of it, I think you should be able to get from Your Turn Games, some version of them, and it would probably be cheaper than this $1,080 mark. Maybe in the future I will start having versions of the decks that are fully cheapened, I guess, using the least expensive version of every card. But I like to use the fancy stuff, so that's what I've got for now. We'll perhaps in the future start doing that. I mean, it wouldn't be too hard to swap out the cards and just make a copy of this deck, so I might do that at some point, if I haven't already, I guess, by the time you're watching this video. But at least for future decks, that's something I'm considering, so that there will be a version out there that could be easy for you to buy if you wanted to just buy the singles. And the nice part is that when you are looking at the deck here, you can edit your selection so that you can uncheck the cards that you don't need because you already have them in your collection or something like that. So lots of cool things that Tim has been working on. The reason that I was gone last week, or why the last week's video was recorded so far in advance, is because probably, as at least some of you know, I was down in Mexico last week in Juarez, which is right across. That's the border town with El Paso. So it was just right across the border at a children's home that my church is partnered with down there, and had a really good time down there. We did some construction projects, some building stuff, so I actually have a small video because one of the guys down there had a drone, and he took some drone footage of us working on the roof. And so this children's home, our church, or at least people from our church, have been partnering with it for many years, and been sending teams down there to build relationships, spend time with the kids during the summer trips. We usually do like a vacation Bible school type of thing for the kids. And a few years ago in 2020, their school building, kind of their main buildings, actually burned down. some kind of electrical fire or something. Don't know for sure what caused it, but so now they're in the process of rebuilding. Well, I guess now building a new school for the kids that's in a different location or partially different. This was their, you can kind of see down here is where their church is. And now currently the boys are staying in this building kind of underneath, and the girls are staying over here in this building to the right. And the school is kind of being built on top of that right now. So a few years ago when I went there for the first time, we were actually working on this classroom over here, which is for kindergarten. And now this one, which we got pretty close to finishing up when we got there this past week. There was still about half of the roof to be done with the plywood, and the sheetrock and insulation and everything on the inside, or the drywall, still had to be done. So we were able to work on that, and then also do the roofing here, which was a fun experience for me. Not something I had done before, but you can kind of see me in the gray right here working on the shingles up there. You can see the giant scaffolding we had that was being rented while we were there, and fortunately I was not required or asked to help on that part, because I was a little shaky. I did help like move it around and secure it and stuff, but yeah, not my cup of tea. Even just being this close to the edge of the roof there was a little unnerving for me, but not too bad. But anyways, it was a really great time. We also got to spend some time with the kids. They were in school for part of the day, but we were able to spend some time with them in the morning when they do like their chapel time, and also sometimes in the afternoons, just playing with them and getting to hang out, play games in this like courtyard here. They've got some basketball hoops, and a lot of the kids down there like to play soccer, but we did have some play basketball, which I'm a little bit better at, but I also have much more an advantage at that over the kids because of the height. Whereas soccer, they can just run through my legs or get around me. So yeah, it was a really great time. I'm thankful that everyone was kept safe. I mean, we stay kind of within this compound area, so it's not as dangerous as a lot of people make it out to be, but it's still, and the city itself is getting better than it used to be. It's maybe still in like the top 20 of the most dangerous cities, but as far as like murder rates and that kind of thing, but it's no longer the murder capital of the world as it used to be called. So definitely getting better there. I mean, definitely lots of kids that need love and care, and this is specifically for kids who have a legal guardian. So it's not like an orphanage, but kids come there throughout the week while their parent, or usually parent, singular, has to go to work, and then the kids can come here, and they get taken to a different school for right now while this school is being built, but then they stay here for kind of like Sunday through Friday, and then go home for the weekends. So really cool. Like, I mean, just being down there and you're getting to know the family who runs the place, and getting to know the kids down there has been a blessing to me for sure, and I know a lot of others who have been down there. So yeah, just thought I'd share that with you guys. It was part of my travel for this past week and what I was up to, why you didn't see me on Discord a whole lot. The other thing is that a lot of the kids were coughing and sneezing and all that kind of stuff, and most of them doing it without any covering of their mouth or anything. So that is why you can hear me sniffling a little bit here. I think I sound better now than I do in the recording that you're about to watch of the game. So my apologies for that. If there's any coughing that I miss in the editing, or any sniffles or whatever that I don't catch, I apologize. But that is where I'm at right now. I'm still kind of in recovery mode from that. Fortunately, it wasn't until like we were on the way back that I started feeling sick, or like kind of, like, oh, I'm coming down with it. So while I was down there, it was not too bad. And then when I got back, there was a snowstorm the next day anyway, so didn't really, go anywhere. Could just kind of stay inside and focus on getting well, which was great. But we got some redemption to get back into. I didn't do a whole lot as far as deck building on, or like leading up to this game. I tried. I was I was kind of looking at the different promos that I haven't really built around yet, because that's kind of what I've been doing for this Lackey Grand Prix. Built a deck with Roaring Lion, built a deck with, or I've done multiple decks, I guess, now with Raiders Camp. Was it, I think last week was Roaring Lion, or 2 weeks ago was Roaring Lion, and then last week was the game against Chad using new Bound to the Law, kind of the pot of mana for just for offenses, or I guess, defensive pot of mana. And then I Am Grace was fit well in that deck as well. So that Honeybound was that one. And so for this deck, I was thinking, I was kind of looking back, and I was like, I really haven't built a deck around Baruch the Scribe. He came out toward the end of last year, and I think maybe, I don't know, it's been a while, and I haven't really built a deck around him. And I guess I could pull that one up so that you can see what I'm talking about here. Uh-oh. You got rid of my deck. What happened, Tim? Alright, we'll figure that out. But anyway, Baruch the Scribe. You may take an OT artifact from deck or under deck, an OT green enhancement from discard pile, cannot be interrupted. He's not a prophet, but he is green because he is the scribe for Jeremiah, writing down the things that Jeremiah said, or at least, I guess Jeremiah said that were the words from God. And so he's not himself a prophet, but fits in the prophet theme. He's got great initiative with 1-2, and kind of two different ways or like approaches that I was thinking about taking. The one I started out with was kind of the like take an OT artifact from deck part. I was looking at like Scroll of Isaiah, making good convert enhancements CBN, and then using I think the Ezekiel New Covenant is the one that I was kind of leaning toward, which is the good enhancement side is a convert of like all evil humans in battle, and then it underdecks itself. So basically I would just have like a repeatable CBN negate with a 1-2 hero. And I was like, oh, that'd be pretty cool. I started building that out a little bit, and then I was like, what if I just like lean on the other part of the ability, underdecking an OT green enhancement from discard pile. And I just noticed that enhancement is spelled wrong in his special ability, so somebody put that in the Lackey bugs notes, because I'm not going to remember after I'm done recording this, but maybe. But anyway, I was kind of thinking like, well, what if I leverage the second half? What OT green enhancements would I want to underdeck? Recycle. I was like, oh, Plague of Hail seems like a pretty good one. Maybe I should make a green mill deck. And so I was kind of looking back at the mill decks that I had made, and I was like, well, yeah, I made one that was like green mill is what I called it. And I was like, that was kind of a fun deck. Maybe I can kind of adjust that and get Baruch the Scribe in there, try to recycle Plague of Hail with the Isaiah New Covenant and with Baruch the Scribe, try to, play it at least once every turn. And I was kind of going down that route, and then I was like, I saw kind of like some of the other mill decks that I had been playing, and one of them that came up, hopefully it's still on my, there we go, was the Jerry Queen deck that I built. That was, you use Jeremiah on the offense and then Queen T on the defense, and trying to use the Jehoiakim Unified Language combo with Queen T to discard a bunch of cards in my opponent's deck, so to mill a bunch of cards. So instead of having a bunch of incremental mill, it's just a mill combo. All that to say, with all the Baruch the Scribe stuff, like with 2 different decks that I started making, I ended up not finishing either of them, and I was looking at this deck and I was like, well, this is probably just a better deck anyway, and I kind of want to play it again because it was fun the first time, and I think I only played it in one video, and there were parts of the deck in that video that I was thinking could be revisited, such as the fact that I had 4 cards in my reserve that I was meant to be able to get out with Concealed Riches, but I forgot to put Concealed Riches in my deck. So I was like, well, why don't I just revisit this deck and make the adjustments to the reserve so that it actually is being utilized properly, and then I can feel like I've done this deck a little bit more justice. It's still kind of a combo mill deck. I couldn't find a reason to put Baruch the Scribe in here, so sorry about that, but I didn't quite achieve the goal that I set out to. But I did have a lot of fun playing this deck again, and so hopefully you guys enjoy that. There's a link in the description, hopefully if I remember to put it there, to the original video so you can see a little bit more of the in-depth deck overview. But the gist of it is I've got a bunch of ways to get the combo, hopefully on turn 1, definitely by turn 2 for a block of using Jehoiakim Puppet King to give Unified Language to my opponent, and then using his ability to ban to an Evil Royal Human to ban to Queen Tophanes, who then you can reveal your opponent's hand and discard 16 cards from their deck. This deck is generally not going to be all that great as far as like if you bring it to a tournament and you know that somebody's going to be running a 100-card deck, then you might be in trouble. So if you're playing in a Lackey Grand Prix, or you know who your opponent's going to be, like I do in this case, I'm sort of, I was going into the game not really expecting Jacob to be playing a 100-card deck, and I was right. So he ended up playing a 50-card kind of clay Herods deck, fairly standard. I think he played it last time we played as well, if I remember right. Or like at least a similar version of it, if not identical. So yeah, he's been running that deck. It is a scary deck. All the GOC good nonsense that's in there. So I was as soon as I started seeing what was coming my way, I was really hoping that I could get the combo going and make a big enough dent, even if I didn't get the full combo, to slow him down and try to push through with Jeremiah. Jeremiah can definitely struggle against Herods because of the protection, and mostly Herod's Temple. Herod the Great is also not the best because he could just choose a different hero to attack. So that's why we need things like the Restored Land, which can also be a double-sided coin, double-edged sword, where, if your opponent has like Goliath or something, then it can be harder to present a different hero if all your other heroes are protected. Goliath against Jeremiah is just decently good anyway, because he doesn't, he's usually not protected by anything. So if you can just kick him out with Goliath, then in a deck like this, I don't really have too much to present to oppose Goliath. So cards like Vow for Samuel and Ark of the Covenant are going to come in handy there. So yeah, okay. I won't go too much into the rest of the deck, but I will talk about the slight adjustments that were made to the reserve. I added, so in the reserve, I had a 4-card package previously with Elijah, Goliath, Tribute, and Satan's Seat. What you can do is, if you have a card like Concealed Riches that can get multiple cards from your reserve, is you take those 4 cards, you play down Satan's Seat, you activate Tribute to give. You probably have to put Goliath down, I think, right? Because Tribute gives from your territory. So you put Goliath down, you activate Tribute, discard it to give Goliath to your opponent's territory. And then because of Satan's Seat, the Protect on Tribute is negated. So Goliath is not going to be protected from harm that turn, which means that you can then attack with Elijah, choose Goliath to block. Elijah gets kicked out, and you can add Jeremiah the Weeper to battle. Just make sure that Jeremiah is not in your territory, otherwise the restored land is going to bite you in the butt there. But then once you add Jeremiah, hopefully your opponent doesn't have an enhancement, because it will be their initiative, because you played the last character in battle with Jeremiah, and it'll be stalemate, so they'll have the first option to play. If they don't have any black enhancements, or at least nothing to negate Jeremiah, then you can have at it. You can play the Potter and the Clay and do all the nonsense. So that was kind of the idea originally. I had kind of 2 options as I was going to fix this problem that I had before. One was find something to replace for Concealed Riches, or put Concealed Riches in, take something else out. Or I could have just put Concealed Riches in, because played it at 51. Or I could just replace the cards in the reserve, not really care too much about this little combo, and just depend on the fact that if my opponent decides not to block Jeremiah, then I'm getting a Lost Soul, and my defense is fairly beefy, so I can hold them off, and I don't necessarily need to get the combo with Jeremiah to take out all their stuff. It's definitely helpful. So I don't know, maybe over the course of multiple games, that would be the better way to go, having that package in there with Concealed Riches. But for this game, I was like, you know what, I think I just want to test out having a few more options in the reserve for Jeremiah, having another evil character in reserve for Deceiver and Murderous Command, and Elijah just actually happened to stick around sort of accidentally. But basically what happened is I took out Tribute, Goliath, and Satan's Seat. I put in Abandoned, Covenant of Time, and Foreign Wives. And Covenant of Time is nice because it helps me recycle stuff, similar to Lost Child Found. Abandoned is nice because it's just so flexible in what you can negate. And Foreign Wives is another Murderous Command, and also Deceiver target that can be just helpful for blocking. Also, another generic, or another evil royal female, which I can get out with a Fallen King. I can ban 2 with Jehoiakim if that ever happens to be necessary. And then also is good for giving to my opponent if it ever comes up, then I need another multi-brigade card to give to my opponent, and I've somehow gotten Foreign Wives out of my reserve and into my hand, then Jehoiakim can give her as well. That might be an argument to have her in the main deck, to be honest, but that's that's not what I was looking for. I guess I was looking for cards to put in the reserve. Elijah, I think he kind of just stuck around in the reserve by accident. I think he's good here, because there are some cases where you, if you've gotten rid of all of your opponent's, evil cards in deck or something, or that they don't have any evil enhancements in hand, but they have, a Prince of the Air or something in their territory and some other evil characters, you can then choose the other evil characters, and, they don't have enhancements for them or something. That can be helpful. So choose the blocker stuff is always pretty good. The problem is that the only ways to get him out of reserve are Covenant of Time if I were to play it in battle, Crowd's Choice, and I think that's it. So I really wasn't. I think probably I should put something in here to get Elijah out of reserve if I want to keep him in. But maybe more likely I would put something else in the reserve here that can be more accessible, and I don't know, something, maybe another defensive card, really, could be helpful just to make sure that my defense can withstand while Jeremiah pecks away. So that is the game plan here going against Jacob. That's what I ended up with and what you will see in this game. Unfortunately, what you won't see all of is the post-game dialogue that I normally have with my opponent, usually talking about the game, different plays we could have made, about our decks, and about redemption in general, the meta, those kind of things. And unfortunately, I I had noticed, like, I'd gotten a notification that I was running low on storage before the game, but I forgot to actually do anything about it before we started playing and recording. And fortunately, the good news is that we got the whole game recorded, but it was just within a few minutes after the game was done, it stopped recording because I had run out of space. So unfortunately, I did not catch all of that. I know it's a nice little tidbit, little nugget at the end that some people enjoy listening to. So I apologize that we missed out on that for this week's video. But I did get my computer storage cleaned up a little bit. It's it gets to be a lot when you record all these videos, and you gotta move some of the files that I've saved over to a different hard drive and that kind of thing. So at some point, I'll probably have to get more space on an external hard drive to save all of this and whatever. But I'm gonna worry about that, not you guys, because I don't know why you'd care. But before we get into the game, of course, I give a shout out to our sponsors over at Your Turn Games. Speaking of all the new stuff on the Redemption CCG app, there are also new things over at Your Turn Games because they've got a now more symbiotic relationship, I guess, where the prices from Your Turn Games are on the Redemption CCG app, and then on Your Turn Games' website, they have a little plug for the Redemption CCG app. So, cool little plug there for each other. And the other cool thing that is now available on Your Turn Games, which my face is covering up, so I guess I should move that over here for you guys so you can see, is this little rewards button at the bottom. This is probably something you haven't seen at all because it was just yesterday, as of the release of this video, that Andy put this up, as far as I know. And it's in the very early stages of development. I don't know if he's actually announced it at this point, or he hasn't announced it at the point of this recording, but by the time this video comes out, maybe he'll have talked about it. But I know he's kind of playing around with some of the different aspects of it. So sorry to steal your thunder as far as announcing it goes, Andy, but I'm sure that once you have it more finalized, then you'll be able to make an announcement that will give people actually more accurate information. But the gist of it is that as you probably have to log in, so it's probably not going to say welcome Jaden, unless her name's Jaden, which is cool. But it'll have your own information on there if you have an account with Your Turn Games, and then it'll have your points, which you earn by spending money in the shop. Every $1 you spend, you get 1 point. And then you can redeem those for store credits, which right now looks like you just got a rate of $5 for every 100 points you redeem. So, I guess it's like basically a store-wide 5% discount, once you kind of do the math and everything, at least the way that he has it set up right now. I don't know for sure if this is even going to be how it looks when you guys take a look at it. But this is, what he's starting out with, and I'm sure there are going to be other ways for you to earn points or to redeem points down the road. I think Andy said there are other options with it that he can add, but he's just kind of testing the waters at this point. So what you can be doing at this point is earning points. As far as I can tell, you can go ahead and do that. I haven't placed any orders yet, as you can see, so I'm sitting at 0 points. But I will, I'll have to do that, I guess. Yeah, just to try it out, see how it works. And get some store credits. There's also some FAQs here as far as how you get points and how you redeem them and all that jazz. So there's no limit to the points. So earn as many as you can. Hey, this isn't me saying it. This is the website. But I'll say it as well. Go ahead and earn as many as you can. Go over to Your Turn Games, show them some love, and this is a good way to promote customer loyalty for sure. So I'm glad to see that Andy added this, and excited to see what he's going to be able to do with it in the future. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into the game with Jacob. Ooh, actually rolled a 6. I haven't rolled a 6 in a long time. Alright, so I guess I get to choose. I think I will let you go first.
Okay. Let's do a star on your deck.
The Watchman.
Okay, that's all I got.
No stars for me.
Okay. I guess I should lawless myself.
Oops.
Okay, that was definitely a lawless. Okay.
That's what you get for using the regular version of Lawless. If you were using the promo version, you would have hit something good.
Yeah, maybe. I try to actually only put the ones that I own in real life in, but
Oh, sure. Yeah, makes sense.
okay, I guess I'll start turn 1 here. All right, let's put down a meek. Go for my tertiary class.
Mm-hmm.
I guess get that one.
Seems good.
Okay.
Oh, you know what?
Good for battle.
I think I guess it doesn't really matter except for the fact that I guess Prosperity should be back in your deck, because I think when my blind turns on, it negates your Lawless. So I think Prosperity gets shuffled in.
Okay.
So I guess that kind of works out better for you.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
But yeah, go ahead for battle.
Okay. Guess I'll just get that one.
Yep. Seems pretty good.
It's a lot of evil cards.
Yep. I think it's just 5.
Yeah, that's not too bad. Okay. All right, your block.
Alright, you're a 4/6, huh? Alright, let's do... Trying to think of what would actually work here. Let's do Malachite Slave. Capture to you. And let's see. So if you're a 4, yeah, okay. Don't really want to give you initiative, but might have to. So close to working. Alright, let's just do Balaam. And I'm gonna go get an Evil Dominant for my deck. Which will be... I'll get Crowd's Choice.
Okay.
And that is my block. Yeah, let's see. I think it's Stalemate.
Yep. Let's do. I guess I'll just woes the Balin.
Alright. Still Urnish then?
I will pass.
Interesting. Alright, I'll play Better to Be Slaves. We'll capture Matthew and Lazarus.
Okay. You can take them.
Sweet. And I'll draw 3.
Okay, I will pass.
Alright. Draw 3 more. Got... Yeah, Dread. Exchange something. Yeah. I will exchange this card with this one. And go to prep phase, put down Solomon's Temple. I'll put down Himalek. Going to... is it good in that? Yeah, let's just reserve a bomb, discard John.
Okay.
And... is there anything else worth doing? Let's do... Yeah, I'll put down Darius' Satraps and I'll pass turn.
Okay. Give you the hopper. And let's do keep phase. I guess I just negate Balaam.
Yep.
And let's do artifact. Let's see, put this guy down. Let's just do your temple.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, you have 8 cards. Let's do this guy. Go to my deck, grab Peter.
Seems good.
And I guess I'll just, discard the coin.
So, would Distressed put Possessing Spirit back in your territory because it's the same phase?
Yeah, I guess so.
Cool.
Yeah.
I don't think that's ever happened before. Or at least
Yeah, I
not
don't
that I've seen.
see why not. Let's see, put down temple. Yeah, I guess I'll just go to battle.
Sure.
Peter, convert, and I don't. Yeah, I don't have another fortress. I don't think. So I'll fail that.
Alright. No banding?
Nope.
Alright. Let's see. Yeah, I'll block. Let's do Darius' Satraps. Go to Hazaris.
Yep.
Yeah, CBP because of Humble. I will take, not that one, not this one. Take no strength to stand. I will play it, take an OT Brown card from deck, which will be Unified Language. And then I will ban to Jehoiakim, give you a Unified Language, protect me Colossals from rescue, ban to Queen T, who's going to negate. Or do I want to draw, I guess. Let's see. I'll just take the draw one. And then reveal your hand after. Here's a Hopper and Shepherds. I will send that one to the bottom. Draw one. Alright, then I'll reveal your hand. Oh. Didn't hardly even needed to give you the Unified Language.
Yeah, it would have been pretty close to the thing.
Alright, so you've got AOC, Love Through Christ, Love on Another, Ascension. Alright. Well, plenty of enhancements there, but I'll discard your top 16.
Let's see, I guess the souls have to go out.
Yeah. Alright, 3 lost souls. Oh, I guess that's all the rest of them, yeah. Son of God, Angel of the Lord, seems pretty good. Oh, I think, there we go.
Oh, yeah.
Lost souls is in there too. Alright, so yeah, I guess you can make a token if you want. Otherwise, it's your initiative.
Okay. Let's do. So just do that.
Yep. Alright. Let's see. You're at 12 or 10, 12. Yeah, I guess I'll ask for Dominish.
Yeah, go for it.
We'll do a Perplexing Vision. Let's do 10, 12. So I think that works. Yeah, let's do Nebuchadnezzar. Add him to battle. And I will toss the next.
Okay.
Minish.
Oh, yeah, I'm at 10, 12. I was looking at the wrong number size.
Oh, yeah.
Let's do that. And get that. I guess just take humble.
Sure.
Okay, go for it.
Alright, yeah, I'll just play Scattered and underdeck you.
Okay. All right. Put that down. Let's see. I guess I can just discard that and pass.
Don't have any OT humans to use
I
it.
mean, I guess I can band your. Or well, no, I do have foreign wives, so yeah.
Right, yeah, I suppose, yeah. Alright, so who do we actually hit? Do not hit that guy. Archelaus and Herod the Great. That's a little awkward. Huh. Yeah, that's a bummer. Alright, I will. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna pass turn. Exciting one there.
Okay. It might be time to actually do a resurrection. Let's see. There is nothing really to negate. I guess I just negate your blind.
Sure.
Let's see. Have a Nebby. All right. Let's play territory class. All right. That one from discard.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I guess I'll go to battle.
Sure.
Let's do Thaddeus, convert him, and shuffle your Nebby.
Yep. All right. Get a block.
Yeah, go for it.
Let's do the Fallen King. We'll make him a king of Judah, I guess.
Okay.
Go to deck for Idol of Nebuchadnezzar. Get him right back.
Nice.
Your initiative.
Okay. So you're pretty big. Go to discard pile and let's grab that one. And I'll convert to take a good card from my reserve.
Mm-hmm.
So many choices. Let's take that one.
Ooh. Fancy new promos.
All right. I think it's still 9-ish.
Let's see. Thaddeus is protected from evil cards.
Oh, right.
Is
So,
that? And I think you got 9 strength anyway.
yeah.
So I think it's kind of mutual, but Thaddeus is still winning, sort of, or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
However that works. Um, let's see. I am going to play. Or, yeah, so it's my initiative then.
Yeah.
Alright, play Mask of Arrogance. Draw 3. Then I will play. Let's do. Yeah, play Korra's Rebellion. Band to Nebby. This guy. This guy. And this guy. So guess I'll go ahead and do Abusive Soldiers, which I think actually works through your crowds because it's not my card. Let's see if you got any heroes in your hand.
Nope.
Okay. Okay.
Have any Herods to exchange
Uh,
to?
that's the one thing I forgot to put in. But I guess I'll prevent the next good card played, toss the next enhancement played, and use Korra to take something. Let's do.
Let's see. Korra's negated by accusers, right?
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay. Yep.
Unless you
Evil.
want to ban, I guess.
Right. Yep. Nope. Won't ban. Good catch. All right. So your initiative.
Oh, I guess Fallen King would have been accuser too. Kind of late for that, because he's only CBI.
Oh right. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I guess So we could, well, we can sort of repair that, except I don't know if it would change the cards that I drew with Mask of Arrogance.
Oh, right, because
But,
you went to deck. Yeah.
uh, hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I might have made too many decisions since then, but I'm open to
Yeah.
deliberate if.
Um. Yeah. I don't know if you just want to shuffle Nebby and Idol. I guess. I mean, there's not really a good way to redo the draw. But.
Right. Yeah. Um. Okay. I guess I'm just thinking if that would have changed my play. Probably not too much. So yeah. All right. We can go with that.
It'd be nice if my Joanna was white and I could burn the virgin birth. Um.
Hey, you were the one who chose to convert her.
Yeah. Let's do. If I just do that. Play something from reserve. Or I guess I just bring in Angel from the Sun. Go to my deck. Grab Peter. And I guess we'll just play this Meek.
Yep.
All right. I think it would be your numbers are still bigger. Yeah.
14, 21, 22. We got 26 toughness.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. 30 something
Okay.
attack.
Um, let's do my initiative still.
Yep.
Okay, so let's convert your Aura and Fallen King.
Alright. So discard those. What brigade?
Let's do a blue and a red.
Oh, alright.
All right. We got any gold enhancements?
You might be surprised. Or maybe not. I don't know. Well, I'll play this lurking.
Yep.
I'll ban to this foreign wives from my reserve. Which I don't think she's
Okay.
on.
No, I don't think so.
Unfortunately. Yeah. But, my initiative.
Go for it.
Alright, let's do Perez, reserve up to X cards, number of good brigades in battle. Judas is, or Thaddeus is still protected, so let's do Joanna, Peter, and Herod's Temple.
Okay.
And see, that makes you 6, 7. So your initiative.
Okay. Let's do that.
Yep. Um, I will resolve, and then play a dominant if that's good with you.
Yeah, sure.
As long as the math checks out here, right? Yeah, 5, 4, CB 10, 10. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna play Evil Woes, negate that.
Okay.
So I
So you're
am
still beating me.
13, 11.
Yeah.
Don't think you have any other good enhancements in there, right? Guess it's technically stalemate, so.
Yeah, I guess I'll pass in that case.
I will pass.
Okay.
Get to keep your evil characters, so there's that.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I'll just pass.
Alright. Um. Oh. Guess I don't get to do that. Sad. Alright. Let's go to upkeep. Woes will. I think we gotta negate accusers.
Okay.
And then. Let's do. Yeah, I think I want to play this. Play delivered. And. Let's go to deck. And we'll activate Idol of Nebby. Grab Nebby. And you have 5 cards left in your deck. I'll go to Battle Feds. Oh wait, no, that doesn't work. Yeah, maybe I should just do that. I will. Yeah, I'll go to battle. If that's good with you.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Jerry is coming in. Revealing my reserve. Oops. To all. And paralyzing all your dudes.
Yep. All right. Good to block.
Yep.
Let's do that one. Go to reserve. And I'll activate A-Bomb.
Yep. That's
And
good.
attempt to discard Jerry.
Okay, so my special initiative.
Yep.
Let's just do. Let's see, I've got 6 in my hand. Yeah, I'll play Abandon to negate A-Bomb.
Okay,
My initiative.
go for it.
Alright, let's do the first sacrifice to negate crowds. Check out your hand. It's under deck. Futile.
Okay,
And then, let's see, I guess I should probably play this. Let's play Potter in the Clay to decrease Jerry 6/6 and increase Outsiders 6/6. Set. Yep, okay. And then we'll do play Plague of Lice. Go to your hand again. And yeah, we'll take Contagious Fear. And then play Mary's Prophetic Act. Go to your deck. And
there
if
might
you're...
not be any more evil cards.
Well, I knew there had to be that guy in there because that was the one I was most worried about.
Well, yeah, and I guess the one that you underdecked.
Yeah, right, yeah. So I guess if you're good with it, I'll just play Mary's Prophetic Act 3 times.
Yep.
Reserve those 3.
Okay.
And then end up with that in my reserve. Yeah, might as well. We'll do Covenant of Time to take Elijah from my reserve. And then activate this to bounce First Sacrifice.
Yep.
Then we'll play First Sacrifice under deck Wives. And then I'll just reserve it.
Okay.
And then we'll do Sin Offering 3 times to hit the dudes in your territory. Banish them.
Oh, the evil characters. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
And then Lost Child Found, or sorry, this should be discarded. Lost Child Found will bounce Abandoned and these 2 guys. Oops, to my hand. And then Sin Offering will banish Outsiders.
Okay. Let's do this way.
Cool. Oh, I guess I missed my Himalayan. Or no, you got Distressed. Never mind. Alright. Put down Joel. Put down Elijah. Pass turn.
Okay. Yeah, woes can stay on the blind. Let's put that guy up.
Yep.
Okay. Good for battle.
Yeah.
Alright, let's do that.
Who you got left? Good old Simon.
And choose wives, I guess.
Yep.
All right. This is kind of funny, but let's do.
Or wait, sorry. I just realized when I bounced abandoned, it should have gone to my hand, not to my reserve, so I should have had to put
Oh,
down one more card. So just put down Cora, I guess, if you wanted to choose him instead.
no, I'm good with wives.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll do that. Add that. And play that.
Yep. Um. Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't think I have any other Egyptians in here, but I'm gonna go look because I don't think you have anything else. So, I'll play Murderous Command. Yep, fresh out of Egyptians. Darn. But I guess I'll discard Akeem.
Yep.
And then Wives Will Die. You can have the Hopper.
Okay. I think I can concede at this point.
Fair enough. Yeah, I think the main thing that was good about the 16 cards was just the number of heroes that I hit. Hitting Matthias,
Yeah.
Reassuring Angels, Mary, Joanna, Angel of the Winds. But yeah, hitting your other battle dom, I guess. Yeah, the fact that you didn't have any battle doms at that point, yeah, was also good. I was kind of disappointed. On the first block, it felt like I should have been able to get there, but I think I was just like one piece short.
Yeah. That's why I wasn't really expecting it the next turn after seeing your hand.
Right.
I had been planning to play Virgin Birth on the Meek Peter and then just pull Simon because I think you had somebody out to choose. I think you still had the
Yeah, the bail him out, I think.
Balaam,
Yeah.
but for some reason I didn't do that.
Hmm.
I think you still could have played Perplexing Vision to add to battle. So I think I don't think it would have really changed anything. But
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I think.
unless I had done like, I don't think I had the right on, so I couldn't have done that. So yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, I think because if I think or did I still have Humble at that point? I wonder. Or no, I guess your Simon would have negated accusers anyway, so Balaam
Yeah.
would have worked,
Yeah,
so I could have
Balaam could
gotten
have
like
gotten you
crowd's
stuff.
choice and stuff too.
Yeah.
It's funny that actually it might have been relevant. I was thinking about, because I think it was on my first turn that I drew Jehoiakim, and I was thinking about using the star ability to underdeck a Malachite slave so that I would
Hmm.
have him back in there as a target for Murderous Command. But
Yeah, that
I
would
was
have been
like, no,
fun.
I should just kind of keep it secret that I have Jehoiakim in hand.